Sorry, you're speaking on mute. Hi, Saranan. Good morning.
Hi, Madan. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, doing well. How are you?
I'm good, Madan. So, are you a working professional?
Um, yes, actually, I am a VMware administrator, like
Okay.
VDIs. Maybe you heard of VDIs, right? Like virtual
Yeah.
desktops.
Yeah.
So I'm an administrator of virtual desktops. I have Citrix and VMware knowledge. So for the past 1 year, I am working as a business analyst.
Okay.
So I thought of getting some Salesforce knowledge so that I could get some Salesforce business analyst roles,
Okay.
as well as, like, if I have development and admin experience. I have a little, I know, because I worked as a Salesforce business analyst, so I have a little, like, I cannot say little, even little, like I have basic knowledge of what Salesforce, at least the navigation part I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
uh, so I write stories for Sales Cloud. I wrote stories for Sales Cloud. So uh, yeah, but I had to take help from my direct SMEs or admins to write the stories as well. It was a typical
Okay.
thing. Like, I get stories from them and then give the stories to them. So I
Okay.
wanted to have a better knowledge. Thought of joining this thing.
Okay. Hello, Satyam. Good morning.
Morning, good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Let's give a couple of minutes for the others to join. Yeah.
Sure.
So, have you, both of you, have got any developer edition like we discussed yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Cool. One more person has joined and left.
Yeah, that was me. I think I joined from some other email address. So
Okay. Okay, I think we can get started. Okay, so today's session is all about data modeling. Okay, hope we can see the presentation, right?
yeah.
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 So today I can't present anything on the PPT, but whereas I'll just tell you the agenda and rest I will show you in the org directly. Okay.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
So we are going to primarily focus on data model. Okay, what do you mean by objects? What are the different types of objects? Okay, what are the field types available in Salesforce? What are relationship fields? Okay, what is field dependency? And then schema builder. Okay, so as discussed yesterday, like are you able to see this Zoom control panel by any chance? No,
No,
right?
no.
Okay, actually it is blocking my page.
Understood. Probably, like, you'll have kind of minimizing it or pinning, unpinning it. Like, you could try doing that.
That's what I'm trying. 1 second.
So it's always a trouble. I know. Like, maybe you could drag it. And now we could see it. Like, if we could click on the.
Actually, this is
No,
like,
no, we don't see it also.
yeah, I got it somehow to the bottom of the screen. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah. So we have seen the basic skeleton, like we have seen the MVC yesterday, right? So what is model, what is view, and what is controller? Okay. So
Mhm.
object modeling or data modeling is the core for your data to get stored. Okay. For example, if you are in an Excel sheet, okay, let's assume I'm creating an Excel sheet here. Okay, so if you see, I can create a sheet called account. Okay, and I can create a sheet called contact. Okay, so I can create a sheet called opportunity. Okay, what I do is when I created a sheet for account, which means I will store all the account related information here. Yeah, similarly contact and similarly for opportunity. Okay, in account, what are all the general information I need to save? I need to save account name. Yeah, phone number, email, and then website. Okay, account is nothing but an organization. Okay, other information like address, etc. Yeah, when it comes to contact, I will save same way like contact name, phone number, email, address, etc. Okay, and then opportunity, again it's name of the opportunity, opportunity source, can be like what stage it is. Okay, next conversation, date. Okay, things like this. Okay, so if I want to create an account here, I will say Google. Okay, I will say some phone number randomly and I'll say email like test@gmail.com, website as www.google.com, address Google, yes, California. Okay, like that. Okay, so if I take in contact, contact is nothing but I'll say anything like section, phone number, something, email ID as section at s.com, and then address is something. Okay, opportunity, I will say opportunity name is Google mobile phone division. Yeah, opportunity source, I will say web, stage is negotiating. Okay, next conversation date is 30 July 2023. Okay, like this. Okay, so if you open the account sheet, you can see records related to account, right? These are the columns, okay, where we are storing some information. Okay, so for example, if it is an email field, I'll be able to save email information, phone number. Okay, website, it should accept a URL as the value. Okay, things like that. Okay, similarly, if I open contact and opportunity, it has its own respective fields, and then each record we insert, we populate the values on those particular fields. Yeah, this is a traditional way of creating a data sheet, right? Am I making sense?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the same way, if you want to insert these data into Salesforce or any object or any data model, any database, basically, okay, you need tables, right? Tables are nothing but these sheets which I have created now. Account table, account sheet will have account information. Contact sheet will have contact information. Opportunity will have contact opportunity information, right? So if we compare this with the software data model, account is a table. Okay. Contact is a table and opportunity is a table. Okay. In Salesforce terms, account is an object, contact is an object, and opportunity is an object. Clear so far?
Yes, clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, account name is a field, phone number is a field, email is a field, website and address is a field. Similarly, all your table or your object will have its own respective fields where we can store data against it. Okay. Clear so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what the object structure looks like. Okay. So I've logged into my personal org. Okay. I have clicked on this setup, which will take me to this particular screen. Okay. Then you can click on this object manager. Okay. Here you'll be able to see all the objects which are all available in the org. Okay. I am a system administrator, and that's the reason I'm able to see all the objects in the system. If you are not a system administrator, then you won't be able to see these options at all. Okay. This is called objects in Salesforce. Okay. It is the database in traditional software development. Okay. If you are building a website, okay. So for front end, there will be a technology. For back end, there will be servers. You need to decide where to store the data, everything. Okay. Then there should be a middleware which will fetch your data from the database and it will display in your website screen. Okay. So these are different parts of running a website. Okay. So you need a front end technology, you need a backend server, and then you need a middleware which will communicate between the front end and the backend. Okay. But Salesforce has everything built in between, inside it. Okay. All you have to do is you have to log into the browser and start using it. There's no server concept, no middleware concept. Everything is pre-built and they are engineered to work together. Okay. So you don't have to take up any external data model at all. Okay. Everything is inbuilt. Okay. Clear so far?
Yeah.
This is a very important topic. So that's why. Yeah. Now, we have different types of objects. Okay. Predominantly two. If you see here, you can see a column called type, right? One is standard object and the other one is custom object. Yeah. So standard objects are nothing but out of the box objects of Salesforce. Okay. When I say out of the box, I didn't create these objects. What happens is Salesforce, since they are charging so much, okay, for their licenses and the org, etc., they have their pre-built data model. Okay. For example, if you purchase Sales Cloud or Service Cloud, it comes with out of the box data model. When I say data model, it will have its pre-built object, it will have its pre-built fields and few automated functionalities. Okay. If you purchase Health Cloud, same way, it will come up with its own data model. Okay. Own structure and then own automations. Okay. It's a pre-built functionality. Okay. Which comes out of the box. So those are all called standard objects. Okay. Even if you purchase Health Cloud, okay, so for that particular package, they might have created some custom objects. Okay. Other than standard objects, there will be a lot of custom objects will also be coming part of the package. Okay. So here you can see this Adobe EcoSign. It's an install package. For that particular package, for that particular product, they have created a custom object called attachment template. So that will also look like a custom object for us. Okay. So you can't confuse these and that. Okay. Clear so far?
So, yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, like it's clear, but I have a question here.
Yes.
So, standard objects, so let it because we did a developer account, it should be same for everybody, or like, will that differ from one to other orgs?
See, yesterday I
No,
showed.
reason I'm asking,
Yeah, I got your question. I got your question. So if you are spinning up for a developer edition, okay, all the
uh-huh,
objects you see will be standard for all people. Okay, you will have account contact opportunities, okay, product line item, opportunity, codes, code line items, campaign
okay,
managers. Those objects are common because developer editions comes out of the box with sales and service. Okay. On the other
okay,
hand, if you spin up a health cloud or financial services cloud org, these out of the box objects will also be available. On top of it, objects specific to those package will also be available.
okay. So, will there be any sort of differentiation, like can we do to identify okay, for example, account brand, right? So uh, this got installed with a separate package. Let's say CPQ got installed, and then like we got account brand, or health cloud we got installed, and we got a different standard object. So can we be able to identify like which object has been installed through which package?
Yeah, we can. So
Okay.
if you see, this is a custom object which I have created.
Okay.
Okay, if you see it efficiently. If it is coming through a package, there is a standard naming convention the Salesforce gives. Okay, so your package name should be at the beginning. Okay, it says
Makes
ecosystem,
sense. Okay.
right? It says maps, it says CWB tool. Okay, it says API. Okay,
Makes
if you
sense. Makes
see
sense.
something
Okay.
like that, so it is a APXT. It's a custom object designed for Conga.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
these naming conventions has to be followed, and the product or project architect should put an extremely strict rules to follow all these naming conventions at all costs. Okay, otherwise what
Okay.
happens? No, if you are developing and publishing a product from your company, okay, Salesforce has a review system. Okay, you need to submit your product for security review. Okay, if such naming conventions are not followed, then automatically Salesforce will reject your product launch. Okay.
Okay. I think yeah. I have seen that, like kind of a TAM report, something we say technical
Yeah,
assessment. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
We call that as this thing security review.
Okay.
Okay, so if it is maps, then it will append with maps at the beginning. Okay, all normal custom objects, we don't prepone any names like that, or we don't prefix any names. But okay, so this is a
Okay.
way to identify. Okay, the point is
Yeah.
you cannot delete a standard object, but custom objects you can delete unless it is not referred in any code or something. Okay, if
Okay.
there are code
Okay.
references, then obviously it will not allow you to delete it because those code will fail if you abruptly delete your custom objects. Okay,
Makes sense.
this is the
And
way
we
to.
cannot create a same name. Like for example, we have an account as a standard object, and we cannot create the same account object with the custom object, right?
I'll show you. So, how to create a new custom object is click on this create and click on custom object. Okay, I can create. Okay, the base difference is you can see this API name, right?
Okay.
This API name is unique. Okay, for standard object, you don't get that __c.
Okay.
Okay, if it is custom object, you will see __c. Now, if I try to create the same account, okay, as one more custom object, Now it will throw that there is an object already existing. But
Okay.
if you closely observe, it is not showing error for labels. It is showing error for object name, which is nothing but the API name of that particular table.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yep.
Are you getting the difference?
So yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but will there be any scenario like we might need to create the same name, like like how we did in account as standard and custom objects?
There are scenarios. There are a lot of scenarios. The reason is
Okay.
For some products and all, no. Let's say if you are building an
Okay.
HRMS application or something like that, okay. Those guys will never use standard objects at all. Specific product line, they will never use standard objects at all. I have worked on such clients also. They will
Okay.
replicate the exact account functionality, but they will not go for standard objects. There are certain situations, there are some reasons they will propose. All those things will come into picture because it has some restrictions, it has some way of creating relationships. All those things are
Oh,
there. So pure custom build applications also I have seen. So that's how it is. Depends on use case, what scenario or
thanks.
what product you're dealing with. All those things, yeah. I'm able to
Yeah.
explain you all these questions because I have seen all those things. Okay. So
Correct. Yeah.
if I'm not experienced and all, then it will be very difficult for me to explain. Right. So since I worked, I'm able to give you all these different scenarios. Yeah. I worked in small startups or mid-sized companies. So where we work end to end. Okay, end-to-end project delivery, product delivery, fast track projects, all those things. Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions from you, Satyam?
Not yet. I think I'm pretty much clear as of now.
Okay. Yeah. Now, if I open the standard and custom object, okay. So this is a custom object because API name you can see __ C. Okay. Whereas in standard object, I open the same object. I guess. Yeah. So how do you find this differences? API name makes the difference. Okay. So that is very important to identify whether it's a standard or custom object. Okay. Now, the columns which I've created are the fields of an object, right? So you go to fields and relationships where you can see all the fields. Okay. Whereas even on the standard object, you'll be able to see all the fields which are all existing. Okay. So if you closely observe, this is the account custom object which I created just now. Even that also, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the box fields, which are all standard again. Okay. On the other hand, this account standard object was created in 2013. Okay. And it has lot of out of the box standard fields. Along with that, I have created a lot of custom fields also. How to identify a standard and custom field is same way. If a field is appended with __ C, which means it's a custom field. All standard fields will not have that __ C at the tail. Okay. Are you getting the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see, the standard account has lot of standard fields: account name, account number, owner ID, record type ID, site, account source, annual revenue, billing address. Lots and lots of standard fields are there. Okay. Whereas on custom object, only we have standard name who's the created by, who's the last modified by, and then who's the owner ID. That's it. So these are the out of the box standard fields which will come up whenever you are creating a new custom object. Okay. So clear so far? So we have seen data model. What is that? This is what, like, actual data model. It starts from your basic table and its columns and then records, right? So rows are nothing but the data which you create on the table. Okay. And then objects we have seen a small object by creating a custom, and then we understood the custom and standard objects. Okay. So basically, if you want to see all type of objects, you can go to this object manager. Okay. Salesforce also has a pictorial or a different schema visibility. Okay. You can see how the objects are connected, everything, using an option called Schema Builder. Okay. So on the quick find, if you type the Schema Builder, okay, you can see how the objects are connected to each other. So I have chosen only very limited objects, account, contact, opportunity, and leads I have chosen. Okay. And I can see how these objects are related to each other. Okay. So a schema builder, using a schema builder, you can quickly view the fields of an object. Okay. And also you can see what field is related to what to say, we call that as technically a relationship field. Okay, which has a relationship with another object. Okay, for example, it can be parent child. Okay, or it can be master detail or lookup or a junction object, basically. Okay, so have you heard of one to many, one to one to many to many, those sort of relationships?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So all those relationships you will be able to see easily in a visualized way in Schema Builder. Okay. Also, Schema Builder provides you options to create new fields, new object, whatever you want to do. Okay. So this is called a Schema Builder. The main purpose of Schema Builder is to get a visual understanding of objects, because otherwise what I need to do is I need to scroll, navigate, and then find out how the objects are related to each other. Okay. But using Schema Builder, you can quickly get a glimpse of how the objects are structured. You can choose whatever objects you want to. If you choose, automatically that object will come in the canvas. Okay. See, this object is not related to anything. Okay. And if I'm choosing a component, and I can see component got added here, which is having a self relationship with itself. Okay. And if it is a managed package, you can see this icon coming up, right? It says something has been installed. It's an installed managed package. Okay. So you can see that difference also here. Okay. If you have installed something from the app exchange, no, then you will get this symbol, this incoming signal. So if you hover there, it will say managed installed. Okay. Managed means it is managed by some other company. Okay. We cannot modify it. That is called
Okay,
managed.
so meaning it's not Salesforce
It's
manages
not
that, like
Salesforce.
it's
Yeah. It's been managed by
okay.
others. And the worst part is you can't see whatever is inside. Okay. Let's say if there is a class coming through managed package. Okay. You cannot see its code at any cost.
Oh, 1 second. So if at all, but this will be installed from the App Exchange. This can be
Yeah.
installed from App Exchange. and
Yes.
we have to depend on that particular company, kind of vendor company, for any sort
Any
of changes or
fixes.
issues.
Yes, yes. Only they can do modify. We cannot do anything.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So there are a lot of functional requirements will be coming up that, for example, if you want to generate a document and if you're using Adobe e-signature or something, okay, there will be a lot of restrictions. They will give you like you have to use this. Then if you are opting for a different solution, then they will not take that request as soon as possible. It has to go to their board review. All those changes we have to wait, and then finally, if it is coming, uh, then they will intimate. But any managed packages, no, before we choose them, we have to compare it with a lot of vendors. Okay. Then we need to finally take a call. We need to check how they are supporting, how they are open for suggestions, all those multi-factors we need to keep in mind before choosing any packages. Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. So what is the terminology for the Salesforce managed packages? Meaning that uh, I mean, like, what do we call them? Like, now the managed packages are being managed by different vendors, but what are the packages that
We
we get?
call generally we call it as Salesforce has App Exchange products also, free versions. Those are all called as
Okay.
managed package also. But when it comes to cloud and all, no, it's their product basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
clear with this thing, right?
Schema
Also,
Builder.
the
Yeah.
schema builder will give you visibility of what are all the mandatory fields, required or mandatory. Okay. So these fields are mandatory. Without them, you cannot create records at all.
Okay.
Okay, for example, if I want to create an account, okay, you can see these required fields coming up, right? With the
Yeah.
state. Yeah. So without that, I can't save any records. Okay. So the system will throw a validation out of the box. Okay. So such fields can be seen here automatically. So account name is a mandatory field. Account owner. Okay. Let's say if I am creating a record, I will just put as test account. Then I become the owner of the record. Okay. You can see account owner as Saravanan Paramaswamy because I created the record, right? And then you can see created by field has been populated with my name and the timestamp of it. Okay. Last modified also will be timestamped. Okay. If you have closely observed, the out of the box custom object has these 4 standard fields. One is nothing but the account name created by last modified by an owner field. Okay. These are the ones which will be populated automatically. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing. So let's say if I want to add phone number as the mandatory field,
Mm-hmm.
so I can easily change that, right, and
Yeah.
create that. Okay.
Yeah. You can do it in 2 places. One is you can make that field as mandatory. Okay. So that wherever you're trying to insert that particular record and a field, it becomes mandatory across everywhere. Okay. You can create it using UI. You can create it using your code or automation, or while doing data load also, that field becomes mandatory. That is at the field level. Okay. Second thing is at the layout level. Layout level is only at the UI front. Okay. It will not reflect for backend data loads, automations, etc. Okay. We'll see all those differences. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So now we will move on to field. Okay. So account, just tell me what is the field type? What data it should accept? Account name.
Text.
Yeah. Phone number.
Number,
Email.
URL,
No.
That should have both text and number.
Yeah. So basically, it's a specific. It's a special field type called email itself. Okay.
Okay.
Website.
Anything called URL
Yeah.
as
Yeah. Address.
again, text and numbers.
Yeah. So basically, text will contain numbers by default. Okay. It's a string basically. Okay. So which may contain both numbers, your alphabets, and also some special characters also. Okay. So text will cover all those aspects. So for example, account name is a text field, right? So text fields will, it's a string technically, which will accept all your alphanumeric characters along with special characters. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the name, account name has accepted everything. Yeah. So if I go to the fields and relationships here, okay, I can see lot of fields and you can see the data type here. Name is a name, it's a text basically. Account number, it's again a text. Lookup, record type, pick list, address. So address is a special type. Okay. So how can I explain you this? I'll show you by creating a contact. Okay. There's a thing called compound field. Okay. Compound field is nothing but, okay. Just closely observe this record creation. I'm going to create a new contact. Okay. When I hit contact, you can see name coming up, right? Yeah. Under name,
okay.
I have lot of subfields called salutation, first name, last name. Okay. So if I go to contact object, so I'll show you. This is a what to say, a compound field. Okay. What happens is I can technically show you by writing a query. Okay. I can query name. Okay. If I do that, this gives me a combination of first name and last name. Okay. Now, what I can do is I can also query like this. First name, comma, last name. If you see here, name, when I queried name, it gives me both the combination, a concatenation result of first name and last name, right? If you see here, this is name column. This is first name and last name fields. So when I put name, it is concatenating the first and last name. Okay. If there are any salutations added, then that will also be appended. Okay. I know it's not pretty clear, but just keep that in mind. Your name and address are compound fields. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense.
So it says mailing address. Okay. But see, here it comes. Name, right? So under name, you have salutation, first name and last name. This is called a compound field. It is here. It came now. Are you getting here? Name, under name, it contains these three fields.
Yeah.
Similarly, address will also be like that. Address will be like, when I say mailing address, it will say mailing address, mailing post, mailing country, all those things will be coming as a compound field. Okay. So that's how it is. Okay. So there are many data types supported by Salesforce by default. Okay. So if I hit on, if you want to create a new field, what you can do is you can go to fields and relationships go to that object, and then there'll be a tab called fields and relationships, and then you can see a new button. Okay. These items only if you are a system admin, you will be able to see. Okay. You hit on new. Okay. So here it gives you all the different data types Salesforce supports. Okay. Auto number. Auto number is nothing but a system generated number. Okay. You can give your formats, you can give your own naming convention, etc. Okay. Formula is nothing but you can perform some very basic formulas. From basic formulas to advanced formulas, we can create. Okay. We will see all those things. Okay. Roll-up summary, lookup relationship, and external lookup relationship. These are special things. The meaning is, if you want to connect your table with another table, then we go for relationship fields. Okay. These are the relationship fields basically. Okay. You can create a checkbox. Checkbox is nothing but this checking. What you can do a Boolean variable, which allows you to do checking. Checkboxes like this. Okay. Currency is nothing but whenever you are putting some monetary values, okay, there automatically that currency symbol will be coming up. Okay. That is called currency. Date means it will allow you to choose a date. As a date picker will come up. Okay. Let me see if yeah, here you can see birth date, right? So whenever I click on it, automatically the calendar pops up. Okay. This is called a date field. Okay. Date and time is nothing but along with the date, you will also get a timer. You can choose the timing, what hour, what minute, etc. Okay. As I said, email. Okay. Email is a special type of data type in Salesforce. It will accept data only if it is in a proper email format. Okay. Then geolocation, it is another compound field. Okay. This geolocation is like what to say? Normally,
Like
we
maps.
maps we normally give the starting and destination, right? Start position and destination position, right?
Yeah.
So those latitude and longitude information, the map will automatically convert and get it from your current location, right? You will say pick my current location. Okay. So what it will do is it will contact the location satellite and it will take our coordinates. What is my latitude, what is my longitude, and what is the destination, and what is the distance, etc. So for such purposes, we have this geolocation field type. Okay. Then numbers, normal, all numbers like your regular numbers, whatever it may be. Okay. It can also have decimal places, everything. Okay. Percentage is kept to calculate percentage. Okay. See, numbers, if you want to convert that to percentage, etc., then you need to put lot of logics, right? General calculation also. So that's why Salesforce has all these predefined data types. Okay. You can directly get percentage values. Okay. And then phone number, okay, it has its own validations. If the phone number is not proper, okay, automatically formats it, okay, with the space or with the brackets, everything it will automatically take up, okay. Pick list, this is a special kind of data type, okay. So this is a pick list basically. City is a pick list which has these values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values are there. And then RELX group, I can see 4 values there. If it is a drop down, then we can go for pick list. Okay, this is called a pick list. Is it clear?
Yeah.
If you want to see any of the pick list values, how to add, 1 second. So this is a pick list. I have created that pick list. Okay. Now I can add values here at the bottom. If you hit on new, it will ask for the value. Then you can put that value. So automatically the value will be added to your pick list. Okay. This is one. Multi-select pick list is in pick list, you can choose only one value here. Okay. You cannot choose more than one value. Okay. Whereas I don't have a multi-select pick list here. I'll show you by creating one. Okay. Multi-select pick list is it will allow you to choose more than one values. Okay. Generally in our job application and all, they will be asking for our skill sets, right? Where we need to choose more than one values as our skill set. We'll say Salesforce, we'll say Salesforce admin developer, etc. Right? So for multi-selecting multiple value selection, we can go for it. Okay. Then pick text is nothing but allows users to enter any combination of letters and numbers. Okay. Basic, it has a character limitations. Text area is nothing but, see, for name, you just need a text. That's it, right? Only up to 50 characters or something you will populate. It will not be like a lengthy paragraph or something. Okay. If you need additional characters, you can go for text area where you can get up to 255 characters there. Okay. Text area long is nothing but it supports up to 1,31,000 characters, and also you can add new lines, which means you can enter and type your paragraph content. That is called text area long. Text area rich is nothing but allows user to enter formatted text, image and links. Okay, when I say formatted text, which means you can add your bold, strong, italics, font size, all those things will come into picture. Along with that, you can add links and images also. Okay, and then text encrypted, this comes up with some encryption out of the box. Okay, and then time is nothing but if you want to say 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., etc., or whatever in this local format, you can use this time. And then URL is nothing but if you want to add your website address, all those things, then you can choose this URL. Okay, so these are the out of the box field types you have in Salesforce. Yeah. Any questions?
No.
Satyam, any questions?
No questions.
Is it clear like what I'm trying to explain here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same, like you can keep this Excel in mind, okay, which you can always refer. Yeah. So if you want to add additional column here, I want to get set that information. All I need to do is I need to create one more field here. And that field can contain whatever data types it is. Okay. Address, I told you, no, it's a compound field. See, it simply says mailing address. Okay, here on the object level. Okay. So it is displaying as a single field here as mailing address. Okay. But technically, if I want to get the mailing address, it further expands for mailing street, mailing city, mailing state or province, zip code, and mailing country. Right. This is also an
So,
example of compound field. A field which will contain other fields.
So basically, it's a
but
combination of subfields, and the combination of that will basically create a field, right?
Yeah. So if you query mailing address, automatically you will get all these values concatenated and displayed to you, like how the name has been displayed to you. Wait, I'll show you. Yeah. So you can see it comes up with object. So basically, since it's a compound field, it is not displaying right now. But if I have populated values in those records, it will automatically display there. Okay.
but those subfields,
Mm-hmm.
are those standard ones, or like can we have facility of
Standard
you
ones.
know, customizing them?
No, we can't customize. Those are all standard. Okay. So for example, mailing address I have added no. The standard API for this is mailing city. Okay.
So
So
yeah, I mean, coming to that page, like I don't want to keep it as mailing city. Instead, I could keep it as city. Can I do that?
we can't. There's no
Okay.
customization option.
So we
Okay.
have to create a custom field with all the changes, then only we can do it, right? With standards, we can't do any editing.
We can't do anything on the standards because Salesforce doesn't give us any control
Yeah.
over standard fields. Yeah. Clear so far?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you guys do me a favor? Do an assignment. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
By creating all types of fields and come up with a lot of questions tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
will help
yeah.
you to even understand in depth of the field types and all. Okay. You need to understand the difference between a percent and a number field. How to give decimal values. Okay. What is the currency field doing when you have numbers and percentage? Okay. Just try to create one field for each type and explore or understand their purpose in the system. Then only you will end up becoming a better developer or an admin or a BA. Okay. So without understanding the core object and field types, you won't understand the project flow also, because whenever you're getting requirements from the client, you should be able to technically think how you can map that functional requirements to a technical design. Okay. If you want to do that, you should have a clear, in-depth, precise knowledge about the data model. Okay. Because whatever you do, as an end output, you need to generate data. Okay. And that data sits in the data model. This is the core backbone of any application. It's not only in Salesforce, in any technology. Okay. Clear so far?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Yeah, off the topic, like so is there any kind of limit that we create on these objects? Like for example, this object can be having only these many field limits. That can we have that? Can we set
Salesforce
a limit?
by default has a limitation. Okay.
Okay, object
You
limits.
cannot go beyond 500 custom fields.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is on
And
any object, is it?
In all the objects, basically.
Okay.
and is there any
Relationship
restriction for the
workers.
standard field also?
What do you mean by that?
Like, okay, so custom field will have both the standard objects and the other ones. Oh, okay, yeah, now clear.
Is it clear or?
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
See, you can have 500 fields in the backend. Okay. But you have the control how to display how many fields are needed on the layout. Okay. You don't need to display 500 fields. Absolutely, you can control it using the page layouts. Okay, you go to a page layout and you can drag and drop whatever fields you need. That's it. It's that simple, because 500 fields nobody will use on a single page, right? So you can
Correct.
just simply drag and drop from here to here. That will give you the flexibility. Okay, we will see all these things in upcoming sessions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
for today, you guys try creating each field type and come up with your questions. Yeah. Create pick list, create multi-select pick list and see how it is behaving. Okay.
Yeah.
You can do it on any object.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So
Yep.
that's it for today, because there are tomorrow we will see the um, relationship fields and all. Okay. Again, I'm asking you, is my way of explaining comfortable to you?
Yeah, I'm good, Saravanan. Yeah.
Yeah, same with me. Yeah, very much comfortable here.
Okay. You are getting the concepts which I'm trying to explain you, right? Clearly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You need any changes, you can let me know. Okay.
Yeah.
Anytime, if you're not comfortable or not following up, I'm not explaining clearly, all those things, you give me feedbacks at the same instance itself. Okay. No hesitation at all. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks,
And
guys.
likewise, please don't mind if there will be any dumb questions. I'm just
No.
relating to the work what I did. So that's the reason, I might get some questions. So
No,
yeah.
no issues at all. No issues at all. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
There's one thing, on Friday, I'm not available due to some personal work. Okay. I'm just keeping you posted. Yeah.
The
Got
day
it.
after, right?
Yeah. Friday, this Friday. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, guys.